You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. The damage is done. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. An article from something called She Finds reports Harry's wife and Prince Harry reportedly know they've gone too far with their attacks on the royal family. It's written by Marissa Matoso and tells us Harry's wife and Prince Harry have apparently become aware of their possibly excessive adversarial tone in relation to the royal family, royal expert Tom Bower claims. In a new interview with OK magazine, Bower, who wrote Revenge about the Duchess of Sussex, said that he believed Harry's wife, 41, and Harry, 38, likely recently realised they went overboard with combative content when it comes to the royals. This, he said, began in 2020 when they determined to depart from their royal duties as senior members, followed by the unforgettable Oprah Winfrey interview in March 2021, the Netflix docuseries Harry and Harry's Wife in December 2022, and Harry's book Spare in January 2023. Bower asserted that the couple has since concluded that their tactics may have been too strong. All Harry's wife has got is the baggage of the Oprah Winfrey interview and her damnation of the royal family in successive interviews, Bower told OK about the suit's alum. He added, "That's why she's been so quiet the whole year. She knows they've probably gone too far, and she doesn't know how to get out of it now." The Rebel King, the Making of a Monarch author continued. What is fascinating is how will it end? What will the climax be? Well, those are the views of Mr. Bower to suggest that she and Harry have realised they've gone too far. But actually, she doesn't. Remember, she is a mid-range narcissist. She doesn't know what she is. She believes that she is the victim. She believes that she is always correct in what she has done. Even an apology, an expression of regret, some form of contrition is not genuine and is another form of manipulation that is often utilised by mid-range narcissists, especially the more passive-aggressive middle range A and middle range B, in order to pursue the prime aims. Accordingly, to think that Harry's wife recognises that she has gone too far is to show an understandable, but nevertheless present, lack of understanding about narcissism. She regrets nothing. Everything she does was right. Even if she happens to admit that it wasn't, it's not genuine, it's just being done to manipulate further. She believes that everything that she has said about the royal family was merited. She believes every complaint that she has ever issued was based upon a sound foundation. She perceives herself as the victim, and therefore she has been justified in making all of the comments that she has made. She regards the repeated attacks as not attacks, but simply her speaking her truth in response to the way that she's been treated. In effect, I didn't start it, they did. They attacked me, I defended myself. Because her narcissism tells her that's the way it was. Anybody else can see that she's the troublemaker, but she cannot. Harry is capable of realising that the behaviour has gone too far. For instance, notice his reaction when his wife engaged in that ridiculous and disgraceful, disrespectful, exaggerated curtsy. He looked embarrassed, unimpressed. He knows when she misbehaves. A lot of the time he buys into it, believing that it's appropriate, and he can recognise that she might have said harsh things, but thinks to himself, well, they brought it on themselves, and I'm going to back and support my wife. In other instances, he feels that he doesn't have a choice but to back and support her, because if he fails to do so, out comes the taser and the pink pods get turned into the pink pancakes. But he is genuinely able to recognise when they've gone too far. She isn't. Her narcissism prevents it. Even if she were to say, I admit that we've gone too far, it's not genuine. That's just being said to cause you to think that she is genuine, to cause you to think that she's sorry so that you will perhaps forgive her, thus demonstrating that you are under her control and you've just given her fuel. Accordingly, it's incorrect to state that she knows that she's gone too far. She doesn't. She believes everything that she's done has been appropriate and justified. As to the suggestion that she doesn't know how to get out of the situation that she's in, this isn't linked so much as to having gone too far, but is linked to her shit popularity and the dearth of deals. She's not unaware that her popularity is very low, although she doesn't accept it's justified. She will also note that the deals aren't exactly coming thick and fast, but again, it's not her fault. In terms of not knowing what to do next, this is because she's a one-trick phony, which is play the victim, blame other people, blame the victim, blame other people, play the victim, and blame other people. She can't offer any talent, she can't offer any charisma, she can't offer any excitement. And thus, this one-trick phony persists. There's more, however, in the article. Paul Burrell, former butler to Princess Diana, voiced a similar opinion to Bowers earlier this month when it came to Harry's wife and Harry's media ventures. He said, per the Mirror, that the parents of 4-year-old Archie and 2-year-old Lilibet misunderstood what was expected of them regarding their recent media deals. In 2020, the Sussexes made a $20 million agreement with Spotify, yada, yada, yada. It fell through. And RC Wipes wasn't granted a second season. According to Burrell, Harry's wife and Harry are well known due to their royal connections and are struggling to build their own projects outside of the fame they attained from this. Both Spotify and Netflix wanted royal content, he said. After all, that's what they're famous for. Both Netflix and Spotify signed up for that content, for their story, for their experience with the royal family, and sadly, I think it's been shortcoming. Burrell added, how long will it be before Netflix realises, well, this couple haven't really got much to say? A royal duty memoirist then said he believed the couple should reinvent themselves, as some fans are no longer interested in their story anymore. Burrell encouraged Harry's wife and Harry to re-establish their brand through charity and humanitarian work, to not only make a difference but also to attain future brand partnerships. Princess Diana always said the price you pay for this wonderful lifestyle is public service, and you have to give something back, he recalled. He continued, pondering, where is Harry and Harry's wife public service? They both have a great platform they could use for this. Maybe they will. I hope they will. Burrell shared that he has a feeling that eventually Harry's wife will venture into the realm of beauty and fashion. I've always said that I can see a bottle of Harry's wife on someone's dressing table. Or perhaps Duchess, he went on. What's this? Some gentleman's relish that's been splashed all around. Why wouldn't someone want to take a risk with that and create something for Harry's wife? Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Burrell, who is just a self-serving individual and why he's coming out with all of this crap. Why would you want to take a risk on somebody that's viewed as toxic? Why would you want to take a risk on somebody that's such a divisive character? Why do you want to take a risk upon somebody who has the Sadeem touch, whereby everything that she touches turns to shit? The fact is, the damage has been done. Although there is this talk of them turning it around, their repeated smearing of the royal family has well and truly backfired. She cannot offer anything because she has nothing else to offer. There's repeated talk about the Tig returning, but yet, in actual terms of doing something, there's this. Silence. Because she's lazy. Because she expects other people to basically give her stuff for nothing. Because she thinks that it's sufficient for her, Harry's wife, just to be Harry's wife. And everybody should clamour and support her in that regard. That arises out of her narcissism and her sense of entitlement. The damage has been done. They're left with nothing more to offer. She'll continue to peddle out the victim narrative, but fewer and fewer people are interested in that. Let's see what people are interested in jumping below the line. In disguise. Harry and Harry's wife should have used the proceeds from Spare to finance a nice upper-middle-class lifestyle for the rest of their lives. But they had grown accustomed to their lifestyle and wanted to maintain their fame and fortune. Sean, in the end, what matters is king and country. I'm not British, but there is something to say about tradition that dates back hundreds of years. Like it or not, it's important for a country like England, because without tradition, there isn't anything. You think the whole history of the monarchy that two people disapprove the crown are going to bring it down? You don't think there are others before? You're talking about the soul of the nation. Nothing will stand in front of national identity. Millicent, those two have always had the same self-awareness as a sea sponge. However, they have now leveled up to a jellyfish. Good for them. Maybe they'll get upgraded avatars. Sherry, this sounds like another backpedaling situation. Did they really think they could put the monarchy and Queen Elizabeth in a bad light and still be seen favourably? Well, of course, we know the answer to that. Harry's wife believes that she would, because she sees it as justified. Sherry continues, the only reason they would even attempt to apologise is because they are now seen as the selfish, self-centred persons they are. Their relationship with the royals will be cordial at best. Hopefully the children will still be able to have a relationship with the Windsors. Can't Woke the Awake writes, if it took them this long to realise they went too far, then they've shown they aren't worth listening to for what they think, much less what they might try to sell. Denise, it took millions upon millions of people validly rejecting them for these two age-mature individuals to realise their scheme didn't work. Years it took them. Shame on them. They are untrustworthy. Aaron, they misunderstood what was expected of them with multi-million-dollar deals. Wow. They will say anything to try to backpedal, which of course is blame shifting. Callie, why won't a brand take the risk, he asked. Because divisiveness causes problems for a brand. Take a look at Budweiser. It doesn't work. No support for them, condemnation as usual, showing that the bellwether is such that their popularity remains low. And the damage has been done. And they're not going to be able to go back. They're not going to be able to rewind. And this is why disengagement beckons for Harry and Harry's wife seeking out a fresh, new, wealthy victim. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.